Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your reading for for 2 weeks, for the end of 2023, from December the 18th through the 1st of January 2024. I'm doing 2 weeks worth of readings right now because I'm going to be doing some traveling over the Christmas / Yule / end of the year winter holidays. I'm going to be doing that, going away, so I would like to do a reading for the rest of the year through January, and then we will resume weekly readings again as of January 1st. If you are new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you here. If you do find these videos helpful, please do consider subscribing to the channel, and do give the video a like, and give me a comment, and let me know how you've gotten on with this reading. And this is a reading for you if you have a Taurus sun, a Taurus moon, or a Taurus rising. And also any other significant Taurus placement in your chart. I did want to take a moment to say thank you to those of you who have donated to me. I do have a PayPal link down in the description if people are interested in donating at all. And I do appreciate every person who donates to me. It does go, as I've mentioned down there in the description, to Chthonia, which is the name of my podcast and main website. I just have it all filtered into one rather than having a separate PayPal account for the other channel that I have. And also in the description below, I do actually do life coaching. I have a business called Transition Life Coaching. It used to be called Liminal Reiki. And what I do actually do coaching through crisis, through major life changes. And, I also will do general coaching for people who are just looking for, to make changes in their life, or are at a threshold and want to do something new. So you may want to check out my liminalreiki.com. That link is also below in the description if you're interested to see what I do in terms of coaching, and if any of that would potentially interest you. So we are going to, as you will be familiar with if you have watched this channel before, is I lay out a cartouche spread. This is Marie Hope's Way of Cartouche deck, one I've been using for not this exact deck, but certainly I've been using cartouche for the last 36 years. And I'll clarify the cartouche reading, which is laid out in an astrological horoscope spread. So each house has this way I can cover a lot of information about you and about your situation by looking at all houses rather than just at love or just a career or anything like that. And then I clarify with a tarot deck, and this week I am using the Tree of Life Tarot, which is a Kabbalistic tarot, a little bit more esoteric than some of the ones I usually use on this channel. Okay, so we got 2 for the over, and then at the end we are going to draw a Moonology card. I forgot to do that the last time, but we'll make sure that we do it for this reading. Okay, so Taurus, let's jump in. First house, this is your personality, how you present yourself to the world, how others see you. Okay, we've got the 3 of Swords with Osiris. You may be standing as kind of a lone wolf right now. 3 of Swords says, I'm doing this on my own. I can, there's a sense of separation here, because the 3 of Swords can also bring sorrow. So this might be a time, this is technically a holiday season, so sometimes this brings up past family memories. It can bring up past hurts. If there have been any hurts or any losses, this may be the time that it really starts to reflect on us. So we may feel like we want to pull away from people right now. But you do have Osiris here. So this is a very solid energy, one that says that you are grounded, that you can rely on your own judgment. So I think the advice here is to try to transform the sorrow that you're feeling here into something that, that allows you to be more active. Osiris is strong masculine energy. It's Sagittarius energy in particular, which is generally a very gregarious sign. It's a sign that is very friendly and outgoing. So I don't know. I feel like there's this, that you may feel some of this sorrow, but I think it's telling you to, this sort of like, you pulling yourself together a little bit, and recognizing that you do have this, Osiris has almost strong emperor energy too. It's this strong sense of being sure of who you are and being in your own power here. So you certainly can rely on your own judgment when Osiris is in the first house. So I think, you might be being a little too hard on yourself. You might be focusing a little too much on the past. So we'll see. Let's see what happens as we go through. Okay, so money house. This is Taurus. This is second house. So this is your house. You have 9 of Swords with Sirius. So you may be worried about money. You may be worried. Things may be a little tough. You may have had to think outside the box or do something, put a little extra effort in. Sirius shows up. It's almost like the Strength card. It's when we have to kind of go above and beyond and maybe, again, think outside the box or innovate to some degree, because maybe the same old way of doing things isn't working anymore. And we may have worries about that. And yeah, if you're Taurus, absolutely you're going to have worries about that, because Taurus is the one sign, as I say, it's the sign that always wants to know where the next paycheck is coming from, which is not unreasonable at all. But it could be that some things may have been a little bit more difficult lately, and you may be perhaps a little more stressed about money. You may be losing sleep over it to some degree too with this here. But with Sirius, it just seems to indicate, I think you need to take a broader perspective on the situation, and you need to think of creative new ways. Also, what's coming into my head is think about what you have, not about what you don't have. Like, think about everything that you have that can be working for you, and the opportunities that you can potentially take or move towards. Okay, so your finances may require a little bit of endurance, a little bit of creativity here, but ultimately Sirius is energy that says you can overcome difficulties. Like, there's some work involved, there's some elbow grease, so to speak, but it doesn't mean that you are not capable of getting there. So this is more of a being up in your head kind of a worry. This is telling you to get out of your head or expand the way that you're thinking about something. Okay, third house, this is Gemini energy. So this is about communication, short journeys, travel, short-term travel. There's business if you're self-employed, and also siblings. Now I should note, I mentioned this I think at the beginning of the Aries reading, that this is Mercury retrograde, that this whole period of this reading, in fact it actually ends on January the 1st. So bear in mind that things with communication, travel, electronics, stuff like that could have some difficulties during this period of time. There could be everything from irritations and upsets to outright things, just outright miscommunications, travel delays, or canceled travel plans. I mean, stuff can happen. So be aware of that and try to be prepared. Give yourself extra time and leeway. And if you are inclined to be upset with someone and bite their head off, then as when we get stressed out, we might be wont to do, then it's best to stop and think first and just kind of say, okay, maybe the situation isn't being communicated the way, like, especially if you feel like someone's communicating negatively towards you, it may not be what it initially appears to be. So yeah, because you've got Sphinx here with the 5 of Swords, okay? So the 5 of Swords is this sense of feeling restricted. It could be a feeling of jealousy. It could just be a feeling of being annoyed and wanting to walk away from something. And I don't know, this could have to do with siblings. It could be restrictions connected to travel or even to business. It could be a situation like that. Or it could just be messages that are coming in that could be quarrelsome with somebody, or it just could be that maybe you're not hearing from somebody when you want to. I mean, you've got Sphinx here. And there may be this sense of feeling like, wanting to give up on something or feeling defeated. But I don't know. My strong sense is that, there may be a reason. If you're not getting certain messages right now, there may be a reason that you're not. So really, this is just telling you, I think what I'm getting in my head is, rather than be defeated, wait and see. Wait and see with something. Don't make any assumptions in this time frame. If there's something you're waiting on and you're not getting the messages that you want, Sphinx can also imply secrecy or secret messages, or just somebody keeping something to themselves, and this could be creating a lot of frustration. So yeah. Anyway, take that as it resonates. There could be something like that, but my feeling is that I think once we get past this retrograde period, that whatever this is, you will open up and you will see what this is about or get this resolved. Okay. 4th house, Cancer energy. This has to do with home, family, your sense of security. Could be your physical home, could be the mother energy as well. Okay, so we have Two of Pentacles with Nepenthes. So Nepenthes, yeah, there's this position of not knowing. I mean, it could mean that you are kind of hiding out and maybe staying away from people. Again, I saw this Three of Swords energy up here. Maybe you are kind of staying away and staying kind of off in your head with things, not making yourself obvious in some way. Sometimes Nepenthes has sister energy, so that could also be connected here. You can take that as it resonates. I don't know. But you have it with the Two of Pentacles, so this is keeping a lot of plates spinning. You maybe have multiple balls in the air. You may be working on a lot of stuff at home right now, or you may be juggling a lot of different things. And as a result, maybe you are not making yourself obvious or not putting yourself out there. So there definitely seems to be a sense of wanting to retreat a little bit at the end of the year, which is not a bad thing. I mean, in wintertime, sometimes it is good that we kind of take some time out. Nepenthes, though, can also indicate things that have not happened yet or things that are unexpected. So I feel like Nepenthes in the 7th house could mean that you are, something that is, you're juggling a lot of things right now, but I feel like there could potentially be more to come in a particular situation. Okay, so it's something that just has not been revealed yet or will not be in the time period of this reading. So take that as it resonates. Okay, 5th house. This is interesting. You've got Urias with the Lovers, and this is the house. This is Leo energy. This is creativity, love affairs, and children. So for some of you, this could be an unexpected. This could be a love affair that comes out of the blue, because Urias has to indicate has to do with things that we don't expect. Sometimes it has to do with outwitting adversaries, or maybe a situation that is not what it appears to be. I feel like for some of you, like there could be a love situation, like, okay, maybe that's what you're frustrated about over here, if you're waiting for a communication from somebody. But with the Lovers here in this, now the Lovers can often mean making choices, okay? But in this particular house, I do feel like, at least for some of you, this does have to do with an actual love affair. This may be saying, look, maybe this person is silent over here or not showing you something, but yet Urias there's a side to something that you're not seeing. But this is usually a good thing. Because I think if you're feeling discouraged or feeling cut off or defeated, this is saying, no, you're not. This is definitely pointing to a love affair of some kind for some of you. Now, if you're not looking for a love affair, if this doesn't apply to you, then this could well be a situation either with a child or with a creative project that may actually, in this case, require you to make some choices, or may have to do with a partnership or with another person. So, but nonetheless, Urias, the main takeaway here of Urias is you've got energy of something that's unexpected or not what it looks like on the surface. My experience with Urias over all these years is that usually when it comes up, it's when we are making something worse than what it actually is. So just take that for what it's worth. 6th house is Virgo energy, so this has to do with health, might have to do with worries and anxieties. If you're employed, it could have to do with your employer. Sometimes has to do with domestic animals, if that applies. You can decide whether it does or not. But you have air with the 8 of Cups. Okay, so this could be worries. Again, this has to do with communication or travel. So there could be some worries or concerns about that. Well, again, Mercury retrograde, not really surprising. You've got this 8 of Cups. So this is interesting. I just got this card for Aries in the exact same position. And this seems to be this sense of, walking away from something that has served you for a long time. So for some of you, this could be a change in job. Maybe it's even going to be a move in connection with a job. Or there could be concerns about moving away from something. The question of, do I walk away from this? Especially if we see feelings of defeat over here. Do we walk away from something? But I feel like with air, it may be a worry that we have that we may be taking too seriously. Okay, air often indicates lighten up, quite literally. Detach yourself from something emotionally. Sometimes there's a call for meditation. Air indicates a lot of mental activity. So if this is in the house of worry, I feel like, yeah, you may be overthinking some things. It may well be that it is time for you to let something go, something connected to work, or, especially since I'm seeing all this worry and I'm seeing this work over here in the 2nd house. Yeah, I feel like there's just some attitude towards work or some worry that you have that you may need to let go of here. And, and I feel like the word meditation comes to mind. So for some people, like just taking time out to meditate, especially if you're in this Nepethys mode where you're just taking some time out for yourself, I feel like this is definitely a time to meditate and, take some time out, take a little bit of a break from the mental energy, because I feel like an overexpansion of mental energy here may actually be shaking you up a bit. Might be good to walk away from that a little bit and not allow yourself to be overwrought with mental concerns. Okay, 7th house. This is relationships, serious relationships. So marriages, business partnerships, legal partnerships of some kind. If you're not married, this could be about if you are interested in somebody, or it doesn't have to do with a marriage at all. It could have to do with some kind of other significant partnership. Okay, so you've got Earth with the Queen of Cups. So we've got water and earth here together. Queen of Cups, okay, you've got a card of somebody who is a lover in the love house. Now, the gender doesn't really matter here, but the Queen of Cups does definitely suggest something emotional or an emotional relationship. And with the Earth card, this suggests something that's growing, that's taking time, that's putting down roots. Okay, because Earth is about building something slowly and carefully and maybe even practically. For some of you, this could literally be a new business partnership with somebody. I mean, Queen of Cups, for some of you, maybe it is going to be somebody who's a water sign, potentially female, but, again, that doesn't have to be the case. It could just be somebody who's very impassioned about some kind of work that you're doing, or something, some aspect of something that you are working on, or potentially working in partnership with. Some reason I feel for some of you this has to do with a career thing, where somebody who maybe loves the work that you do, maybe is willing to invest in that work even. You could end up having a business partnership or collaboration. Maybe that's something that's going on now, or something you're working on. Or if you're married, perhaps this also pertains to your spouse. So take it as it resonates, but this is either a love relationship that is growing towards something, okay? Or it is a situation in which maybe you're going to find that you're going to have a financer or business backer by somebody who might really like your work or what you're doing. Okay, 8th house is Scorpio energy, and Scorpio has to do with transformation. So this is the house of transformation. It's the house of and also of other people's money. That was the other thing I was thinking of here. Okay, wow, you've got Ta with the Emperor. So you've got Capricorn and Aries. Very strong masculine energy here in the 8th house of transformation. So this would indicate building stuff. Ta is the master maker, is the master mason. And the Emperor is somebody who is a leader and has control. And again, you've got this Osiris here in the 1st house. So I feel, Taurus, like right now you are really being practical, putting down roots, putting your nose to the grindstone. I mean, look at this. You got Sirius over here, and you are trying to take control of your situation, and it's telling you to take control of your situation. It's also possible there could be an influence of either an Aries or Capricorn person. Again, for some of you, maybe this Earth card in the 7th house could also be an Earth sign person who's coming in for you. Not necessarily. It's just a possibility. But either way, nonetheless, I look at these two together. This is definitely a card of building something, building a strong foundation, and taking a leadership role. So it's time for you to step up and step into your power, Taurus. That's what I'm really getting out of this. Okay. 9th house. This is Sagittarius energy. This has to do with expanding your horizons. Could be going back to school, or if you're already in university or college or doing a degree, that could pertain to that. It can also pertain to travel, long distance travel, and just deeper thought, philosophy, religion, things that are deeper. Okay, you've got Crook and Flail with the Ace of Wands. Now this is interesting because the Ace of Wands indicates some kind of a new beginning. Now Ace of Wands sometimes is a passionate new beginning, so this could represent a new love affair or relationship for some of you, a very fiery and passionate one, possibly with somebody who is in authority, an authority figure, because Crook and Flail has to do with authority. Crook and Flail, this is also the house of legal matters. So for some of you, this could have to do with a legal matter, a new beginning from a legal matter that comes out in your favor. Okay, because Crook and Flail is definitely about being on the right side of the law in something, if that applies. Again, this is a general reading. You just take what applies and discard what doesn't. But I also feel like this may also have to do with travel for somebody. Like I feel like a long journey where crook and flail can indicate visibility, recognition, again, discipline, self-confidence, all these possibilities here. But you could even be called on to be an expert authority if you are somebody who works in higher ed or has a higher degree. Maybe this could be some kind of a higher ed job or something, or you being recognized an authority in your field. It could be all of those things. But you have it with this Ace of Wands. So there seems like there is a chance for a passionate new beginning here, a chance to be recognized. And I think it's going to either have to be connected to a long journey if you are traveling, or it could have to do with the settlement of a legal matter in your favor, or it could have to do with a situation where you are being recognized for your authority and scholarship in something, maybe even a job offer or something. I don't know. I mean, it's all possible. Again, not all of those things are going to apply to everybody, but those are some of the possibilities that we have with this card combination here. 10th house is Capricorn energy, so this is career, reputation, fame, the father energy, things like that. Okay, so you've got Anubis with the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, Anubis here, now this could have to do with protection, okay? So maybe if you have been struggling over here, as I'm seeing with the Sirius card, with something connected to your career, if you've been having some worries, this first of all will be assuring that you're protected. Okay, the Anubis always brings protection and guidance through difficult waters. Anubis also, though, can have to do with travel. So this traveling over here could be something connected to business. There could be some travel that's going on. And with the 7 of Pentacles, this is a card of evaluation and reevaluation. So I feel like you might be at a period of time right now where you're figuring out what works, what's not going to work. Just kind of looking at what seeds have been sown thus far and how much they've grown. So yeah, so I feel like with this card, you may be making some decisions about what to continue to put effort in and what to drop. And seeing this 8 of Cups over here, there may be some decisions about some work that you're doing that maybe you want to get rid of. So yeah, take that as it resonates. 7 of Pentacles can also just be, though, that you are almost there. That's also the element of this card. Don't worry, because you are almost there with something. It would indicate that something has grown to a point where in some decks this is shown as a pregnant woman who's like 7 months pregnant. It's like, okay, you're old, there's some suffering right now. There's some work that's coming in. You're in a period of waiting for something, but you are going to get there. Okay. 11th house, Aquarius energy. So this is friendships, goals, hopes and wishes, your networks, social networks, potentially. Social media can also be 3rd house over here, but there's definitely something, definitely a strong social element here. Okay, so you have Hathor with the 7 of Wands. So 7 of Wands comes up when we're feeling defensive about something, when we feel like we need to stand our ground in a particular matter. It may be telling you, actually what's coming into my mind is with regard to your goals. If you are feeling defeated down here by something, this is saying stand your ground, okay? Don't give up. Hathor, this could indicate a woman who is significant for some of you. There could be a woman who, from your friend group or from your network, who is going to be supportive or helpful at this time. This could also be you, because there is strong Taurus energy associated with Hathor, so this could just be you. Again, taking this element of leadership, getting yourself together, getting organized, figuring out the best way to do things, okay? I do feel like this is going to be some kind of female person who's going to help you, but there's also this sense of standing your ground. You've got the 7 of Wands and you've got the 7 of Pentacles, so you've got a couple of 7s here, and I feel like they are connected to your work situation, so... that could be something that's resolved in a week. Actually, Ace of Wands would be 7 days. I always read that as 1 week. It could be 1 month, 1 year, I suppose, but I always tend to read it that way. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be, I don't know, there's just some difficulties here that I think are going to be resolved. Probably, it looks like, again, I'm feeling like if you're having financial difficulties, the next 6 to 7 weeks, like something coming up that's going to get you into a better place in terms of where you want to be. So yeah, take all that as it resonates. And again, that some of these things may apply and others may not. So 12th house is Pisces energy, and this is what you keep hidden from others, what you're afraid of, what you dream about, what you think about, but again, things that you don't show to other people. Okay, and now you've got Horus with the Prince of Wands. Now, Prince of Wands is very much it's like I'm trying to think. Prince is a little bit more. I'm trying to think if this deck actually has knights, because they're all a bit different. Let me just look through here and see. Because I don't have a whole lot of court cards coming up here. There's kings. Yeah, because I'm going to say this is not the king. Its equivalent is, they're all different. Princess, I want to just want to see if I see any knights in here. I don't see any knights, so I'm pretty sure that this is actually the Knight of Wands. Okay, so you have Knight of Wands with Horus. Yeah, double fire energy here. So yeah, unconsciously, I think you're ready to go. I mean, if it's Knight of Wands energy, this is Air of Fire. Yeah, you're ready to jump on your horse and like take off and go somewhere. Definitely long distance travel, maybe even foreign travel can be indicated, given it's the 12th house, that's another element of the 12th house for some of you. But it can also just indicate you're ready to race off to something, but it's telling you not to be impulsive. Okay. I think you may be feeling restless, you may be ready to go, but of course we're in Mercury retrograde. This is not the best time to start new projects. This is definitely a time for evaluating and reevaluating things. And with Horus here, yeah, I mean, well, there could be unconscious concerns about health. There could be unconscious concerns about a family member with Horus. Again, that's going to be different for everybody. Or even maybe, how a creative project's going to go, or how you're going to overcome some kind of a difficulty, because Horus has to do with heroics, the sense of heroically, battling the dragon, so to speak, and coming to a successful conclusion. But remember, you've got all of these other cards here. You've got Osiris in the one spot, you've got Crook and Flail up here, you've got Ta and the Emperor here, and even Hathor in this 11th house position. There's a lot here that says that you are very strong, powerful, and capable of doing things. So I think the only thing right now is that maybe telling you that there may be a waiting period, but, or not to rush into anything impulsively, okay? Don't make any rash decisions. It's okay to be fired up, but right now it's like you want to direct your energy into getting yourself organized, figuring out where you're going, what you want to do next. And probably after the period of this reading, after January 1st, when Mercury goes direct again, then you'll be in a period of time when, maybe that horse can finally take off and go. Overall, yeah, you've got Pyramid. So you've got a strong test of your faith in yourself right now. Okay. You may be feeling, I'm seeing these cards of mental cruelty and things like that. And sorrow. So I feel like you are, you're sort of testing yourself right now. This is a period of transformation. Okay. And the cards you have with it are the Ten of Swords and the Hermit. Wow, yeah. So there is definitely some situation coming to an end. And with the Hermit, I feel like you're in this period of introspection. Like I said, so I'll put this down here. So I feel like the rest of the year, you're going to be taking time out to contemplate things that have ended and trying to meet whatever challenges are coming up to move into whatever's new. So, but I feel, actually, I'm kind of feeling like this Ten of Swords is actually a very good Ten of Swords. I mean, it can be, sometimes Ten of Swords comes up when there's a betrayal or something like that, but I feel more like this is not that. I feel more like this is like something that you can finally, like you've got this Nine of Swords here. To see the Ten of Swords is actually good, because you've moved from laying awake at night about this to that just coming to an end, okay? So I do think you're going to have an opportunity to have a break from all of this mental energy. And the Hermit, yeah, like focusing on deeper matters, accessing your inner wisdom. Let's pull a Monology card to finish off to see. And you have, you got two? Okay, have faith in your dreams, and communication is key. So, take those two things as it resonates. Have faith in your dreams. Yeah, I feel like that's very strongly indicated here. Certainly in your House of Hopes and Wishes, you literally have the Don't Give Up card. So, have faith in your dreams. This could just be that you have a little bit of a blip or an obstacle, but that things are going to start to move forward again. And communication is key. So, I feel like if there's a situation where you're not sure what's going on, make sure you are communicating clearly and being open to communication from others. I think that's going to be important right now. That's it for the rest of 2023, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please do consider subscribing to this channel if you enjoy these videos. I hope you have a very happy winter holiday and new year, and we'll see you again in January.